And I'm telling you a win because I got to tell you something else I failed at. All right, guys, my meal plan is done. My grocery list is done. My laundry is going. Let's pick up the groceries. Wall of cheese. So I have a tennis match at 1. So I can spend an hour, because it's 11 a.m., I can spend an hour here doing something. I want to go ahead and get my breakfast meal prep done and dinner, I hope. That's the hope. And then when I come back, I will do my lunch and my snack, which is a soup is my snack. It's been my snack for a bit. Really enjoying I started with a chicken soup, and then I did, what was the second one? White chicken chili. And then I'll make another soup this week. And I will put all the recipes in the description box for anybody who needs the recipes. All right, meal prep is almost complete. I have a chicken and wild rice soup on the stove, but I made Cajun and Caesar chicken wraps for lunch. That's where the rotisserie chicken went, and then the rest of it is going into that soup. Also sausage in that soup. So now I'm just gonna finish my prep and relax. That's my main thing this week. Trying to make sure that I am making space. There is a balance for rest, relaxation, and fun, right? Taking myself out, doing things with others, having fun in community, seeing my family, which I have not done as much this year since, I don't know, the beginning of summer. So I'm just trying to see whether the balance I've created is actually attainable. Y'all, it's cold. I do not enjoy running in the cold at all. But I have to get this workout done because this is the commitment I've made to myself. I won't have time to do my strength training, but I wanted to get something done that is part of my morning routine.
To understand that my baby Mark is not a victim.
So I was able to get my full morning routine in, but I will do a strength training workout later today. So the blueprint for the week, I, of course, have to work. The priority is, of course, my personal life, though, me, myself, and I. Second is work. And then creative outlets like content, my hobbies, like tennis, all of that. And this morning, I started out with my daily core for myself. I always like to give to myself before I give to others. And I'm actually going to a gala and luncheon for myself. So this is not a work event. This is me doing something, supporting the ballet, which I enjoy the Atlanta Ballet so much. If you're new here, I stan Alvin Ailey and the Harlem Dance. What is Harlem Dance Theater? I can't remember. And then I love Atlanta Ballet because they do a lot of creative work. Like they platform a lot of creative work, unlike a lot of professional companies. And I love going to see the stuff. I often get tickets for free because I work in that arena, and I have friends who are in the ballet field here. Or I'll buy tickets, and generally if I like something, I'll go see it more than once. And today I'm going to their fashion show and luncheon, which is a big fundraiser. I typically do this kind of thing on the weekend. This is just, it landed on a Monday, and since I just got back from a work trip, I was like, why not? Most of my team took off today anyway, because we had one of our big events in New York this week, over the weekend, or toward, whatever. Okay, my favorite pieces so far, that vest, and do you see this coat? OMG, wait. Isn't that a moment? Salad course.
I'm gonna break the ice here. I didn't say give me a huge hand clap and cheer, a huge round of applause. Give yourself, your friends, a huge round of applause. Come on.
Don't hit, she dirty, but it's too late. I already ate it. Now I gotta live.
So I made it back, and I'm only 5 minutes behind when I wanted to get back and start working again. I do have my chicken Caesar wrap warming in the oven, which I'm guessing considering it has lettuce, but whatever. We're gonna try it that way today. Let me adjust this for you guys. Oh, that was so fun. That's actually the first time I've been to the fashion show. I've been to the ball in the fall with the ballet, and I'll definitely go again this year, but I have never been to the fashion show and luncheon. Sometimes it's luncheon, sometimes it's not. But it was everything I wanted it to be, except it was on a Monday, which makes it for a difficult start to the week. But I just picked up my phone and saw all these text messages from my team who, we just had an event over the weekend, and so there's a lot going on. So I gotta get deep into work, but I felt like that was actually a fun start to the week. Oh my God. I checked my emails before I left, and now my email has blown up again. Good times. All right, let's start with the phone. How about that? That's usually more urgent. Alright guys, I just finished the rough cut of the vlog, the ATL New York City vlog, and I just realized that my mic stopped pairing. So all the audio is low, and it makes me want to scrap the entire video. But the rough cut, I just finished it. It's 30 minutes, and I'm just gonna figure out how to do the best I can with the audio and still put it up. I apologize now. I also am just figuring this out, and I've already recorded now 2 days of content. So the audio will be better from here out. I'm just really annoyed at that. But I'm gonna go ahead, and it's rendering, like it's doing what it does. So I'm gonna go ahead and plan for tomorrow, and then shut down productivity and enjoy my evening. My meals are already made, so I just have to warm up. I'm gonna have my soup tonight. My what did I make? Chicken and rice, wild rice soup, or just rice, because I just used rice. I had soup. But one thing I always do always do is plan tomorrow today. And it's not a concept that's new to me, but it really, really works. I have my master list like here, and I can easily pull from it, look at what I got done today, put it on for the next day, etc. I didn't not go to the gym because I realized that I could do it tomorrow, because I'm not doing tennis tomorrow. Normally I do. So I'm just gonna let this finish, doing what it does, plan tomorrow today, shut down and enjoy my evening. I'm currently watching Peacemaker. This will probably be the only TV I watch this week. We'll see. Y'all, I am out of white vinegar, so I gotta go buy that today. But I just finished my daily core 4, so I can check those off of my template, which by now I think I have shared the Notion template, but I'm happy. I'm happy about that. Done stuff for myself, and I have a Substack post now going live tomorrow. So that feels good. I wanted it to go live today, but you know, yesterday was a little hectic. I still need to go into the book journal and update the book that I read on the plane last week. I loved it. Today I'm gonna go buy the sequel because I really need to know what happened. So I'm gonna go buy that today. Otherwise, I'm gonna sit here for a moment and use the fitness tracker and write out my weightlifting amounts, like how much I lifted, so that when I lift next time, I know what I did. Do they not have it at this store? I would hate to have to go to a different one. I don't see it. Thought they didn't have it, but they have the sequel and not the original. I feel like that means it's for me. And I have a $5 off coupon. everybody's watching the Perfect Neighbor documentary. So I was like, let me watch it. I am 43 minutes in. The lady just got shot. And I'm going to keep watching, but this just seems like the Karen has done this before. Either that or she has a dissociative identity disorder, which I'm also familiar with. Mark my words. I'm going to keep watching. I'll come back. I don't remember this at all. Apparently this happened a couple of years ago in Florida. I mean, I guess because I don't live in Florida. At least they arrested her. I still have 8 minutes left, so we'll see if she got convicted. With that darn stand your ground law, it allows people to get away with what they shouldn't get away with, namely not people of color, right? Like the people of color don't get away with nothing, as they said. Okay, let me just finish. Y'all, I am so glad that turned out the way that it needed to turn out, because I couldn't handle it. The way they showed them children breaking down, that man telling them, I couldn't handle it. I couldn't have handled it. I would have been affected for a while. So thank the Lord it ended the way it did. But also not thank the Lord because that lady not here. And that woman who shot her clearly could have left at any time. She just wanted to hurt somebody. And Florida allows you to do so. Moral of the story, don't live in Florida if you ain't got to. It's not the moral of the story. The moral of the story is that our world is trash. That is actually the moral of the story. And that the statistics shown on there showed that what I was saying earlier was true, that people of color don't get away with the stand your ground law. It's white people who get away with the stand your ground law. And that lady, did you notice she didn't have no affect? Like when she got arrested and they were sitting in the room, she was sitting in the room after the first time, no real affect. When they told her they were going to arrest her, no real affect. And then after they told her the verdict, no real affect. Okay. Lord, that lady stayed because of what she wanted to do. That is why she stayed in that neighborhood. But you know what? It's 9 p.m. and normally I'd give myself a bit more time, but I can't. I need to shut down the TV, shut down all the things. I'm just going to read because that's what I do instead of scrolling. I am not the scroll until you go to sleep person. I find that zaps your creativity. I'm going to read a book. Typically on this day, I start with 4 or 5 meetings. That's just how it goes. It's partially my fault, but the way my days go, my work days, the kind of productivity I like to have, it is absolutely important for me to meal prep. Without it, I will not eat nutritiously. This is why you guys see me, even though I may be tired on my last leg on a Sunday, I will do something because I don't have time, especially the way I end this routine. I usually have just enough time to eat breakfast and then start my work day. So usually I have 15 minutes on this particular day of the week to eat and then get my work day started, which is why it's so clutch to plan my day the night before, plan tomorrow today concept. It's absolutely clutch for me to meal prep breakfast and my lunches, because even though I work from home, in my experience, I will not eat a healthy lunch if I don't have either components prepared or the entire lunch prepared. It's just not going to happen. And it's not because I don't want to, it's because of time. On this particular day, because of meetings, I really won't have time to make a lunch until 2 o'clock. But if I have prepared a lunch, if a meeting ends early, if it's a meeting where I'm mostly not talking, I could just eat my lunch while not on camera. And that is absolutely clutch. As you could see, I went and bought some vinegar yesterday after the bookstore. I popped into Publix and picked up some vinegar because I have all these grapes. And yes, I could meal prep by washing the grapes, but they don't last as long. I've had these particular grapes for over a week. Do y'all see this? You might not be able to see it, but I did it. I got my second post up for this week on a Thursday. So that feels really good. So my goal is always to get at least 2 Substack posts up a week. 1 unpaid, 1 paid, because I do have paid subscribers. And the weekly reading list post is the one that has been slacking, or the weekly digest, right? I can't always get that done during the week if I don't sit down to write every single morning. And for a while, I was just kind of skipping the morning writing, thinking I would do it later, and then I didn't. I am now making sure that I write in the morning again, because if I don't, it doesn't get done until the end of the week, and then I can't put as much thoughtful time into the post. And because these posts, I put links to articles, I read book recommendations, things like that, I need to spend time with it. I don't, like, it doesn't matter how long it is. It's just I need to spend time with it. And then my other post is more of a thoughtful exercise, right? At least 1,500 words. There, I usually have to pull photos from places, etc. And of course, I got to edit all of this. So it feels really good to get that up. I've gotten my Patreon posts up. I do 2 Patreon posts a week. I have all 3. I think I did 3 this week. Instagram posts scheduled. So what I really have to get done is my YouTube video. It's 30 minutes long. I've done the rough cut. I found the music, but I got to go in and do another cut. I've got to add words and things. And so there's a lot to do there, but the pacing of this week is working out well. It is, but I've decided to exercise later when it gets a little warmer because I'm over the cold. I will get past this as the season goes, but I really don't enjoy the cold. So I'm going to exercise later. Right now, I'm just going to eat some breakfast and get to work, because that is always the number one priority Monday through Friday, getting my work done. So I lost my AirPods, and I've been running with the big ones. Have y'all noticed? I can't do it anymore. So I bought some Power Beats too, but I bought a particular color, so I had to come to this Apple store. Huzzah! Shouts out to Thursday. So this evening I'm going to a little rooftop event. I don't know what shoes I'm wearing. I'm either wearing combat boots or heels, like tall boots. It's 60 odd degrees. Either way, I thought about self-isolating tonight because as an introvert, when I get to this point in the week, and I've actually gone out and like been doing things, I don't really want to go anywhere. But at the same time, when I get there, I'm good. Like the worst thing you could do as someone who works from home, who is an introvert as well, is to self-isolate. That's how you become lonely. And so I have a robust community of people that I can turn to. But at the same time, I don't always want to. But I had already signed myself up for this event. And I know once I get there, I'll have fun because I enjoy the women that I am going to meet. We're going to have a good time. I don't know. I'm going to look at this video because I can't really see right now, but I'm going to look back and figure out what shoe to wear. I know I could wear this one. I wear it all the time with this dress, but I kind of want to wear the combat boot and be chill. That's what I'm feeling right now because clearly I'm feeling introverted. Tomorrow night, I'm staying home. Girl. Y'all, I forgot to tie my hair up, but I'm already out here, so I think I'm gonna walk. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Good afternoon, guys. It's a Friday, and I think I've paced my week pretty well because I'm not like dog tired, but I am intellectually tired, like creatively a little tired. It's 3 o'clock, just shy of 3 o'clock here. And I've been working, trying to do a lot of admin on Friday. I did have a meeting, but I try to get a lot of the admin done that comes up from all the one-to-one meetings and just all the meetings. That's the job. Like when you are an executive, there's just so many meetings, so many projects, so much brainstorming. And then you got to follow up on it and then do the work that you like normally do as well. So there's that. I hope to finish it in the next hour because I need to work on finishing the vlog. I've been listening to music all day while I've been doing work so that I can figure out what kind of music I want to be on this vlog. This will be my first 30-minute vlog. I hope you guys like it and then I'll relax. I don't know what I'm eating for dinner yet. I've eaten all my meal prep, so I don't know. Well, except lunch for tomorrow. So I don't know. But I did want to say I finished this book and I've been reading it all month. If you're new here, I read at least 100 books a month because I read at least 2 books a week. But every month I slow read a book for analysis, right? And it's for my own education, for professional development, whatever. And this was one for professional development recommended by a colleague. And baby, it spoke to me as a woman of color executive. It spoke to me. I think any woman who is in leadership should read this book, especially women of color. Women of color, like this is for us, by us. Anyways, this is the last of my soup, so I'm going to enjoy it. I made a chicken and wild rice soup. I think I've shown that or mentioned that. This is the last of it, and it's been really tasty. But I'm gonna get this stuff done, and tonight is an introverted, relaxing evening. I gotta figure out what I'm eating for dinner though. Like at this point, I think it's popcorn.
don't mean why they call them ends. And I practice how she was acting then. Now it's on your mind. What you roaming with? Why you got a lot? What you holding on to? Make them run. Well, you know how it does. When I get somewhere done, you know how it does. Then this, and you know how it does. Killing this, and you know how it does. Ends don't mean why they call them ends. And I practice how she was acting then. Now it's on your mind. What you roaming with? Why you got a lot? What you holding on to?
Hey y'all, it's the weekend. I did tennis this morning. All week I've been kind of huffing it with improper clothing for the cold weather. I need long sleeve tops. That's literally it. I realized I don't have a single one. I've been wearing 2 jackets over and over. It's not a good idea. And I am so active these days that I definitely need long sleeve tops. So I also found out, y'all know how we've been going to Dick's Sporting Goods or Academy Sports. Y'all, I found out there is an outlet here for Dick's Sporting Goods. It's called Going Gone. So like I never would have known about it if not for one of the ladies in my tennis team. And so we're doing that today because I also need court shoes. And I was like, you know what? Let me go to this outlet, see what they have. I don't need any more tennis skirts. I don't need even leggings. I just need long sleeve tops. So we're on the way there. Y'all, there's so much here. I definitely should have been here. 58% savings. I've definitely been going to the wrong place. This Nike top, $19.99. Plus an extra 25% off when I find 3. And I do want like 3 or 4 tops here. This is perfect for running. I can just put a puffer vest over it as we dip lower. I need some shorter ones though for tennis. So I spent $21 and I had a much bigger budget. So that's great because look what's also here. Do you see it? Do you see it? I'll never pass it up. So I'm having an introverted weekend because I feel a little overwhelmed by the week. It's so funny because it's normal for me to be really productive. What is not something that I'll ever get used to is traveling. As an introvert, when I travel for leisure, I travel and then I come home and I do nothing for a day or I just quiet. But when I'm traveling for work, I come home and then roll more into work. And oftentimes, like, I work at the airports and things. And so it does take me more than 1 week, or usually like a full week to recover from travel, from talking to so many people, from being around a lot of people. It's having to wake up and be on, which is very different, as you guys could see, than when I'm at home. I get to first and foremost prioritize myself. And if you haven't noticed, that is what makes my high productivity life possible. I prioritize myself first and last, right? So I wake up slowly. I get to take care of my emotional, physical, mental self. I check all those core 4 boxes typically. Speaking of my daily core 4 template, check for a discount code below. It's limited time. But I wanted to give a discount because we are in hard times, but I also am not a fan of devaluing the effort I put into something. And then I am my best self for work, which is a priority because it is my resource engine, right? It is how I'm able to fund this lifestyle. And then in the evening, I have boundaries around shutting it down because I understand what I need to do to then be as productive, creative as I can be the next day, which is why you see me. It's usually like 7 p.m. when I'm shutting down. It's not early. I do a full work day, then I indulge in a hobby, right? Creatively. And for me, that works. But you may have noticed, you saw I failed in one arena. But another thing that didn't go well this week, if you did not notice, if I didn't show you, it didn't happen. So I only cleaned once. I'm about to clean my bathroom. I hate cleaning. I actually don't enjoy it at all. I'm not one of those people, but I also don't enjoy a dirty place. And so today and tomorrow, I will clean my whole place because it has to happen. If I am cleaning during the week, I'm staying up later doing productive things when I should be relaxing because I have to go to bed at a certain time in order to wake up and do it again. And it's because I'm avoiding it. I can avoid things that I don't like doing and they are not a priority. Like I don't have to get it done that day. I allow myself to avoid it because there's so many things that I cannot avoid. So many things that I eat the frog to do. I avoid cleaning and then it piles up on the weekend, and I really, really don't like cleaning on the weekend. I like to just have my time free and clear to enjoy activities, to go on side quests like I did today, to hang out with friends and family. And so this showed me that I need to stop the guilt around hiring a cleaning service. And that might sound ridiculous to you. I get it. But for me, because I use my extra money to save for my retirement, to support my larger family, or to donate to causes, I do feel guilty when I do something like spend money on a cleaning service when I could clean my apartment. This week definitely showed me that with all that I'm doing, it's okay for me to hire a cleaning service. Like if I can outsource this one thing and it makes my life better, I should just go ahead and do it. So I'm doing that starting next week. And I'm telling you a win because I got to tell you something else I failed at this week. You didn't see me go to Solid Core, even though I am paying a monthly membership. And that's because I'm forcing myself to do something I don't like doing. And again, I can avoid things that I don't have to do. And so I promised myself earlier this year that I would stop doing exercise types that I don't enjoy. I did that, and I have built, as you guys see, a solid exercise routine that I actually have fun doing, that I don't shy away from. And if I'm avoiding Solid Core because it hurts, because I really don't enjoy it, it's time to let it go. Because you know what I do enjoy? Yoga. So I'm going to cancel my Solid Core membership, sign up for yoga, and do that once, twice a week. Easy peasy, small shift that will make my life better. Otherwise, I think this week actually went pretty well. It showed me that I do have my productivity systems in place, my priorities are in place. And I say that because I really want y'all to understand that when I built this productivity system, this balance of my life, I first considered my priorities. Myself is my first priority, and who I'm becoming, the goals, everything that I want for myself come first. Then the resource engine that allows me to prioritize myself is second. Then the hobbies and the creative pursuits and community and family are pretty much all on the same plane because it, one, prevents me from being lonely when I don't have to be, right? Staying inside all the time, watching TV, scrolling. It's not entertaining in a productive way, in a way that gives me balance, in a way that makes me feel good about life. I've done it and I've recognized that. And so I have set up rituals, systems, and just regularly engaging with people and family and things just fulfills me, as you guys can see in my regular vlog. Then everything I do around that supports those priorities, right? So I'm eating well because it supports good exercise. I do the core 4 because it allows me to be my best self, especially on the days when I don't want to. Because let me tell you, this week I have not wanted to work. But I did. I was productive. I got content out, all the things. But I really needed to do this evaluation of my life because moving forward, as you guys already saw, I created a becoming board and I'm really reaching for my heart's desires. And I want to be sure that I'm on the path to do that, but it's still balanced. I'm not trying to be in the hustle culture. I'm not trying to girl boss. I'm just trying to enjoy life. And so I've planned some trips that I am saving for right now. I have a whole other template for the trips. I have a goal template because I have longer plans. And I just wanted to make sure with this week, with this time audit, where I am putting into practice all that I need to do to reach those goals, that my priorities are evident in my actions, right? I see so many videos on YouTube where people are telling you, you can do everything. But I wanted to prove to myself that I am doing everything in a way that's balanced for me, that shows the priorities I have in life. And that will help me through this next decade, not just become a particular person, but to enjoy life and reach for living the best of it. So that was a lot. I said so much just now. But that's because I'm having an introverted weekend. So I'm really not talking to many people. I'm only talking to y'all for the most part. So I'm going to keep the energy up though, because I need this reset. And then tomorrow when I do my meal prep and everything, I'll come out of my shell and go see my family and all that jazz. Because I'm telling you, I'm an introvert. I may be an executive. I may work in fundraising where I talk to lots of people, but I'm an introvert and I've just learned the systems I need to be able to have extroverted tendencies. But at my core, I'm an introvert. But right now I'm going to have my apple cider. I'm going to read more of this. I read half of it last night, so I'm going to read more of that. And then tonight, I thought I was going to get some pho, but I think I'm going to order food in and not go anywhere.